guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Come Get Your Nerd On. What?
That sounds so depressed.
Yeah, I'm just reading everything at the same time. My fucking thing just went, because we were texting me and I have it connected to my text. Welcome to another Come Get Your Nerd On, where we review the comics. So like John says, we read them so you don't have to.
Oh, you look like you're about to kill John.
See, look at that.
I see a Twitch.
Should I bring out the thing?
What? Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta ease into it, man. You're one of those guys that just pulls your dick out, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, at least it's being straightforward.
No, that's called rape.
What? No,
That's what
you're
Louis-
assuming they're consenting already.
Okay. Hyperlink, Louis C.K.
Okay.
Hyperlink. Bunch of people that got in trouble for that. Anyway, that's murdering.
Cosby, my bad.
No, that would be putting them to sleep.
Well, that's right.
Well, you're putting them to sleep with your conversation. Anyway,
Wow.
we're just gonna go into two people are on. Let's see what's going on. I'm waiting for it to one person on. Wow, it went from 2 to 1. They're like, oh, this is bullshit. I'm gonna walk away now. Anyway, Oh yeah, my phone is the one that's being used. I was about to look at my phone like an asshole. I was like, oh, let me look at my phone. All right, moving forward. Let's just start talking about comics. First up, Deadpool #1.
I like it.
New Deadpool.
Good shit.
I read it. Who read it?
I read it.
Excellent. And I'm not a Deadpool fan.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
I'm not a Deadpool fan.
I
am
read
the
it.
Deadpool
I'm trying to
fan
remember.
here, the big one.
I read
And
too
would
many
say
comics.
I actually didn't like this one.
Really? I thought it was great. It was.
I'm excited for issue 2.
And I'll explain why I don't like this.
Explain why you didn't like it.
Okay. It starts off with some, I guess it's Marvel's knockoff of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Trapping.
It's a new character, so it is a first appearance. So it makes it a key issue.
I totally thought that was a ripoff of Poison Ivy.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
I mean,
And
They made a ripoff of Deadpool and Harley Quinn. So.
but if you think about it, Deadpool's a ripoff of say everything's a ripoff of each other.
Yeah.
Basically.
Now, she captures Deadpool because of the ceiling factor. What is her main goal? To implant, I guess it's an artificial hybrid embryo of a symbiote.
No, it's Carnage. It's
Well,
a piece of Carnage.
it's a piece of Carnage, yeah,
And
but
she put it in
she's
to put it
manipulated
in
it somehow with like mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
But here's why I didn't like this. I don't know if it's still canon or not. If Deadpool is still Venom's first host.
Well, this girl's not the first appearance, but there is a lot of first team appearances. Her name is Haro, and she's been around.
Oh, and that she's been around.
So she's a whore?
That she's been around.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first off, you're giving them like nerdiest fucking review. Because you're like, the canon, because according to me, the April 14.
Well, it's a comic book. It's a Deadpool comic book.
So it's fun. It was a fun read. I enjoyed it.
I like the twist and the turn in the end. That was interesting. I thought it was.
For issue 2 to see
It's exactly that kind of dumb fucking humor. So I mean, it's good. It's in line with him. I mean, it's a Deadpool comic.
The art is solid.
Yeah.
The story's good. It's
Yeah.
entertaining.
I want to read the second issue.
I do want to read the second issue too.
Yeah.
And I want to see the new, the new symbiote that's coming out in.
If it's a new symbiote, yeah, I know. That issue 2 might be a big key because
symbiotes
you're not
aren't
able.
supposed to be able to bond with Wade because of his broken psyche.
But it's not. It's coming out of him, as you can see.
It's not. It's bonding.
It only stayed in him until it can grow.
Okay, the only thing he's referring is there's Carnage bonded with him one time, and he couldn't bond with him because he was too fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, in the I don't know if it was the Dugan one or the other one, he was able to merge with 4 of the symbiotes to take on Carnage.
Yeah, so there you go.
So
So there you go. There's your continuity right there. Shove it up your ass.
yeah,
Or lack of continuity.
Oh,
Well, it's not
whatever.
What was it? What was the name of the team? It was like a government team run by
Thunderbolts?
No.
What are you talking about?
Mercury Team. The name was Mercury Team. Carnage killed all of them. Left the symbiotes there to die. Deadpool found them. Carnage tore them apart. The symbiotes put Deadpool back together. Merged with him, and then they went after to go get Carnage. Carnage ended up turning himself in because
Oh my god, there's no place to talk about. Oh yeah, I'm in a fucking comic book shop. It's just such nerd talk. My hymen's growing back.
Yeah, but
It's a good book.
it's a good book, guys.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the book. The art is great, like I said. The story's entertaining.
Yeah, it's a Deadpool book.
It's a good book.
It's a good Deadpool book.
I read it thinking I'm probably gonna hate it because
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan.
You know what happens is you end up not liking something by association,
Yeah.
and we associate it with all the dickheads at cons running around.
Deadpool. No, because I've read other Deadpool comics and they just have.
They're pesado.
Yeah,
They're
It's
pesado.
just
They're pesado.
They're
Yeah.
trying to be funny,
Well,
breaking the.
Written by Alyssa Wong proves that a woman can be semi-funny.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that funny. I thought it was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was done closer to the movie than all the other Deadpool stuff I've actually read.
Yeah.
And the other Deadpool stuff that
And him going after-
That's rather
And him being
entertaining.
the target of.
I guess the other one is just so stupid the way it's just over the top. And maybe you like that over the topness.
That's kind of how he's supposed to be. I mean,
I guess, but maybe that's what I didn't like, that it was so over the top.
If you're not a Deadpool fan,
And Novi Patricia Pacheco says, "Hi, John.
Yeah, Novi.
Joe Kelly wrote
It's,
Deadpool
my,
best.
my
Dugan was
wife's,
May."
Close friend. She was at our house for trick or treat.
Okay.
if you're not a Deadpool fan, it's a 4 out of 5. If you're a Deadpool fan, 5 out of 5. For me, it's a 5 out of 5. Not a pick of the week, but 5 out of 5.
Yeah, no, I give it a solid 4 stars.
4 stars. It
For
was a
sure.
good read. It was a good read. I enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. Fun. Art.
I like the whole idea of him also going, that crossover, like him going after Doc Ock. Like,
yeah.
oh, that's fucking cool. Like, oh, well, it
And
does beg the
Thanos.
question, would Doc Ock, because you never think of Doc Ock as a combat guy.
Well, he can.
Yeah, he
can.
can.
I mean, he can, right? I mean, he can fight Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, can he take on Wolverine? Could he take on Deadpool? Could he take on Sabretooth?
Fuck him up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he would have those,
Wolverine's a dick, so yeah.
he would have those arms crammed up his ass.
Wolverine will fuck up Doc Ock.
Deadpool would just talk too much, so then Doc
Deadpool
Ock
shoot
can get
him.
it. No,
Yeah.
he'll talk. He'll talk and then shoot him. But by that point, probably Deadpool's all.
Yeah, so solid 4 out of 5, folks.
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Next
Sorry,
up.
what
Huh?
Why don't we rate
What-
Death
what-
Rattle? That was just
Death Rattle.
Death Rage?
Death Rage.
which is.
Okay, I want to do the number ones
Okay,
first.
okay.
The number ones, because if not, it's gonna be,
Don't-
we gotta sell these things.
Yeah, I know, but don't cover up the other ones, right?
Yeah, but you know what happens? Then you recommend it. Then everyone's like, "Hey, do you have any back issues?" And no, we don't have them. And then I got, we have this. Then I got disappointed people looking at me.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
cool.
No, it ain't.
Oh,
Because you're never here. I'm the one who has to fucking look at their face and be like, "No, we don't have that."
oh, that's.
And then they spit on me and they fucking like slap me in the back of the head
That hate.
and walk out of the comic shop.
I
Yeah.
hate that when that happens.
Next up, Hell to Pay. It's a new Charles Soule book, number 1 from Image Comics. I did not read this. Who read it?
I did.
I did read it,
Are you fucking there?
but there's really not much to this.
It is a key of the week.
What is it about? Explain to the
Okay.
class, Little John.
It's about a group who's supposedly been around for a long time. One of the guys is a collector. He collects rare species, rare trinkets, rare items, and one of the things he has is a gateway to hell. So he wants to make a deal with this one woman for a trade, and the trade is passage through the gateway to hell.
Well, from Key Collector, what they say, a married couple indebted to the shrouded college utilized the magic bestowed upon them to track down cursed coins known as the Devil's Dollars.
That's the MacGuffin of the book. It doesn't really play a huge part in it.
So I haven't heard that saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
I thought the art was pretty lame. I mean, you can see here. And the story, I've read it a dozen times, done better.
Well, what's your?
Okay, Mr. Breathe hard in between fucking sentences over here.
He's in shock.
All right, so what? Yes,
Like,
no,
he's
maybe
like-
so. Out of 5.
A 2 out of 5?
2 out of 5.
Sorry.
Yeah.
2 out of 5, folks.
Is that your stinker of the week?
Can we do that? I don't know.
It's a
'cause-
flush.
Yeah, it's a toilet flush. There you go.
All right, there you go. All right, moving on, because Jesus, people take forever just to complain. Quick stop, number 1. This is the cover B from Dark Horse Comics.
You get to read it.
Who read it?
I also read it. It's a direct sequel to the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Thank God I didn't read it.
Nobody asked for this. I can't imagine anybody asked. Unless, like, the hardcore Kevin Smith fans.
Who else is it? I mean, and that's the only thing that can happen. Oh, wow, they actually have, like, Chasing Amy people in here.
Yeah, it's supposed to continue the gag of Chasing Amy that they did at the end of the reboot movie.
Uh-huh.
Where they're talking about the blog. That's essentially it.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much more to it. The art, the likenesses are there. It does go back to the start. A little bit too far back, I think, but whatever.
Oh, but I see what they did in one part. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They did a whole Dark Knight Returns
Yeah.
thing on it. We
But
didn't mention that.
They did that sort of in the movies.
The Dark Knight Returns, the fight with the fucking dude in the mud? Did you read the book?
Yeah.
You didn't read the book.
They've referenced Dark Knight Returns.
The likenesses are really good. Fucking set up. I mean, if you like breathing fucking Kevin Smith's farts, it looks like a pretty good book. If you're into that stuff, I think it's probably a good read. I haven't read the whole thing. I just flipped through it right now. It looks entertaining. Looks all right. But if you're into this, it's probably what out of 5?
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5. There you go. It's a 3 out of 5.
Little John.
According to Little
Take that
John.
with a grain of salt.
He breathed really hard
Yes,
I
breathe really
the whole
hard.
time.
Look, I don't know. I like the older Kevin Smith stuff. I thought his...
I'm not gonna lie. I did read the other Kevin Smith comic book. I didn't read this one because of the last one.
I thought...
The maskless, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking blowing dog. I told you, like, I don't think he writes comics too well. He did an okay Green Arrow one time,
When I read
and
the
that's it.
comic book, it's like, why are they even giving this guy a comic book, right? It was just...
His
I read the
name,
last
he has a
episode
following.
and I didn't like it at all, so I just didn't even bother picking it up.
You see,
Yeah.
he didn't read it either.
He
Yeah,
did...
maskless.
He
yeah.
did a short run on Hit Girl, the Hit Girl standalone series. I thought that was pretty good, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's a lost cause. I don't know. I'm over Kevin Smith. Let's keep going. Next up, Cherish, issue 1 from Dynamite, Bad Girls. Eee.
Well, it's a bad girl book. If you're
It's
you don't like
definitely, it has the whole formula where the good art is on the cover
Yep.
and the so-so art is inside.
Yeah,
It's a bad girl book.
The story is okay.
It's a spy thing, everything
Bad
else.
Girls.
Bad Girls, yeah.
You into bad girls book. If you like,
Bad Girls.
If you like Lady Death, if you like Red Sonja, if
I
you
don't
like-
know, but those have classic moments,
If you like
man.
Double Impact, if you like Razor, if you like,
You know, if you have bad taste, you'll like this book.
I enjoyed it. It
Okay.
reminded me of the '90s.
And I close my case, Your
I
Honor.
tried reading this, but once I saw that it started in the
It
most
was-
probably generic way
it was a
possible,
fun-
I
You know what
said,
we should do? I just had this idea right now. We should make like a set, like I'm like that, like a judge, like I'm a judge, and then you can be the bailiff. You can send her, you know, and then when the books come out, like defendants,
Oh,
and then we have that. Well, and people have to defend the comic book or prosecute the comic.
I like that. Here
Yeah.
comes the judge.
Comic
book court. There you go.
I definitely feel like you're gonna get copyrighted.
I like that. We should do that. And Little
These are
John
real
looks
kids.
like the guy who died. What's his name? That was the first bailiff. Rusty.
He looks like Rusty.
Looks like Rusty.
Yeah, he only has to finish it and
Just
die.
stands there. That'd be cool.
All right, so out of 5.
All right. This book is not easily
Digestible.
reviewed.
not easily. How do I say not how do you give it point system? You gotta think of it in different ways.
You gotta.
I hear excuses.
No, I liked it.
Okay.
I would give it a 4.
Is it something you would write back
I
in the
would,
day?
No, I think I write better than that. So I'm sorry. I do think maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm delusional, but I think I'm a decent writer when I write my comics. So I give it a 4 for what it is. It is a bad girl book. You have to take that into understanding and understand that this is a bad girl book.
Bad or bat?
Bad girl.
Yeah, you're saying bat. You're saying Batgirl book.
Bad girl book.
Bad girl.
I'm saying bad
Okay.
girl. I'm saying bad girl.
I'm hearing bad girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm from Hialeah. So it's got, it needs more TNA. You got some on the cover, some curves and some hips.
But I think people are afraid of going full TNA. Like, did you hear about the Playboy model that she dressed up like Lady Death and she was like ass clapping in a fucking graveyard,
Oh, that's
and they
awesome.
canceled her. They canceled her. She
Really?
lost her contract with Playboy.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I just saw part of the video. I couldn't
Wow,
find the
was it?
original. Yeah, and she looked like Lady Death. Like it was pretty good.
Well, if you're into Lady Death, you're gonna like this book because it's in that genre. So you have to understand what it's from. It is from Dynamite, and Dynamite is
Yeah.
bad girl books.
All right. So out of 5,
4 out of 5 if you're into bad girl books. If you're not into bad girl books, that is definitely a 2.
a 2. Yeah, I'd say it's a 2. It's a 2.5. It's not horrible.
Yeah,
It has like some
No,
spy
it's-
qualities to it. The whole thing. I hate they did that flashback shit.
Yeah.
Like 4 months earlier. Ah, fucking A, you know?
It works
So
well
that
in some
was...
books.
No, that's a cliche bad writing fucking garbage. Alright, let's cleanse our palate.
With a good book.
Let's
Cliche
cleanse-
bad. Are we doing?
Oh,
There's only 3.
pass me
people.
the box!
Oh, there's only 2 people.
Yeah, there's only 2 people.
I don't think it's gonna work out.
What's in the box?
It's gotta get up to at least $50.
I was waiting for 5 people
Yeah.
for what's in the box. We're doing what's in the box, guys. This is the what's in the box. I should have fucking done this earlier.
Yeah, we should have done it. But it is a good what's in the box.
A damn good what's in the box. An amazing what's in the box. You could
Dark.
just
Phenomenal.
dark,
I start debating it tonight.
magical.
Yeah.
It's magical and big. That's one suspicious looking box. Yes, it is.
It is, but it's a good box.
It's Pandora's box in a way.
We're waiting to see. Well, if it gets to 5 people, we'll start.
Yeah, unless somebody wants to start with a $50 bid.
I put $10.
We just said $50 bid.
Fine, you guys got me $5.
It just doesn't work. With
Fucking, he's looking more and more like Baby Huey.
Yeah, he does. I've said
Yeah,
that.
no. Now that you, I looked at him right now. He's really looking like he's changing how he's sitting. He looks like Baby Huey. Yeah. You got a Baby Huey tattoo. Fuck that. He needs to get a bonnet and a diaper. That's what he fucking needs.
Guys, I can do it. I can do it.
Anyway, let's cleanse our palate from all these horrible fucking comic books with something that was actually good. Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo by Mark Silvestri, and let me give some praise to Arif Prianto.
Excellent book. Excellent.
I finished reading it today. Really fucking good. I want to know what's up.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Are those that's like a new thing, those Joker creatures.
Yeah, no, that's new.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like, to me, like...
It's a Mark Silvestri thing. It's probably like a Wetworks thing.
No, it's not Wetworks thing. Why would it be Wetworks thing?
Because maybe he wants to draw teams because he likes it.
The teams, it's just a bunch of, like, Joker zombie
They're not
things.
teams. They're
It's like little weird super... There's like super Jokers.
Yeah, it's little side Jokers.
Yeah, that's the thing. But that might be the first appearances of super
Jokers.
Jokers, or whatever the fuck they are.
That's something right out of like Batman Beyond.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Screw you. Batman Beyond was amazing, so that'll be amazing, too.
Fucking curmudgeon over here. Anyway, good story, good setup with the mystery of it. There were some things that were like, they're like, all right, we're gonna team up, and that's it. You know, like I'm like, what the fuck? That was the part where I was like, okay, that was a little bit too fast. This is your
well,
mortal fucking
Oh, he
enemy.
spits in his face.
Yeah, that yeah, but it's just you know, and yeah, there was that one part where he flies down real low and takes a guy's toupee off. That was fucking cool. Beautiful fucking page too to do that in. So the artwork's amazing, story's really fucking good. I would dare say, let me see something. I'll double check, quadruple check. Yeah, this is probably my pick of the week. It was really good.
Yeah.
I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. It's a good bad book.
That I gotta say is
Again, I would say...
Ah, man, I don't know. I feel
Probably
like...
not my pick of the week. That was
for
amazing.
number one, yeah, this would be the pick of the week. But I had a book that I enjoyed way more.
All right, well, this is 5 out of 5 for me. What about you?
Yeah, 5 out of 5 for sure.
Yeah, 5
Did
out
you
of
read it?
I did already.
All around 5 out of 5. Man. That was
5
amazing.
out of 5. So that is a great book. Pick it up. I'm definitely looking
That's
forward
a
to
great
issue
way
2.
to start number 1 as well.
Yeah, that makes it exciting. The artwork's fucking
I
badass.
think at the end
Everything's
they
fun.
have like some art too,
No, well, it's like the black and white art of the inside. So that's
which is
all.
still nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, moving on. We got. I wanted to double check. Yeah, they didn't add anything extra to this. This is Briar number 1. We reviewed this before. This is the second printing. Yeah. This is the second printing of the number 1. I read this book a while back. It's fucking excellent. I really like it. It's pretty much the what's it called, Sleeping Beauty story. What if you didn't wake up? Kind of It has a post-apocalyptic fantasy world to it.
Medieval
like kind of
fantasy
thing.
world. That's what got me. That's what I really liked about the whole thing. Not a lot of books take interesting twists, because even the post-apocalyptic fantasy world, it's kind of been done. but not as good as this. Not as fleshed out as this. The art and the story, I think, blend perfectly. This is actually my pick of the week, even though it is a reprint.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah, that was our pick of the week the last time it came out.
Yeah.
This is a great time to pick it out, guys. It's running late because the FOCs for number 2 just came out this week. So it's a good time to pick this up, start reading it, and pick up number 2 when it comes out in 3 weeks. So this is a great book. This is our pick of the week. This is 5 out of 5.
Little John's pick of the week. Yeah. Not my pick of the week.
Yeah. I don't know. My pick of the week is a Deadly Duel. What?
That book is great. That's another good
All right, and behold,
I didn't get to finish reading the whole thing.
Behold, Behemoth.
The book is goddamn incredible. I love
number
the
1
artwork
from
in this
Boom
book.
Studios. What's it about?
This guy that his friend of his died, but it's like in a dream world, and he goes and he falls asleep in the bathtub, and he goes and sees this little girl in this other dream world, and he's trying to help her come back out. It's fucking crazy. It is like. How's that movie that...
Well, it bounces back and forth between the dream world, kind of like Silent Hill.
Yeah, or the movie also that where the guy goes into these other...
Why doesn't nobody have no names?
Constantine?
No, the movie...
I figured out my name.
The movie that the guy's going into people's dreams.
Sandman?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, the other one.
Sandman?
No, Jesus Christ. It was a big movie, and it was like they would put on these things and they would go into people's...
Interstellar?
No, the other one, the other.
You see the buildings turning sideways?
Inception.
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 It's like you say buildings turning over. I'm like, oh,
it's like Inception, kind of with this one guy. This book is fucking good. Okay?
Yeah, but in Inception they use a device. This guy just accidentally bumps sort of into it.
Well, he was doing it since he was a kid, and he's been talking to his dead friend.
What I think is happening is being brought on by like PTSD.
Yeah, the art's amazing.
The art is really good.
Art. I love it.
Illustrated by Nick Robles. Written by Kate Bromble.
Knocked it out of the park. The book is really good. It reads like a movie. It looks like a movie.
It is very cinematic. Yeah.
It is very cinematic.
The parts that
still not my pick of the week because I got something that I really, really like. But fucking 5-star book right there, guys. If you haven't read it, pick it up. It's a number 1.
5 stars, guys.
Hot.
5 stars. This was pretty interesting.
What I liked was when it was a red, the illustration for the.
Oh yeah, and when supposedly the
now
world
there is a twist that I'm not going to get into because it's spoiler territory, but it is pretty cool the way they're doing it.
It is super good.
Yeah.
All right, next up, The Ones, issue 1 from Dark Horse. Who read it?
No. I did. As soon as I saw Bendis, I was like, I'm not reading this.
Oh, you're such a fag.
Damn it.
He's such a fucking ass.
Oh
yeah, I read The Ones. I read it. It's all right. It's a good setup. It's Bendis doing something here. It kind of cuts to the chase and a lot of it. The whole thing is this one guy goes and he's gathering everybody that's been a one, chosen one. With either some people have powers, some people don't have shit, some people were just born chosen and then nothing happened and everything else. And he says there's a prophecy because Satan's been born on Earth and he needs the prophesied ones. So what's great is that this thing cuts to the fucking meat of things really fucking fast. You guys suck asshole. Every fucking time I do a fucking show, I gotta sit here and watch people yawn. And I wanna fucking tell you guys to go fuck yourself so bad. And I can't. Because I'm live and I don't want to be that guy.
Sit next to me and yawn.
And then it's like,
What you do is you just go like this.
Yeah,
or just walk outside and he's still gonna yawn.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not terrible, says Juan Navarro. It's not a horrible fucking book. It's actually an interesting read. It was, Brian Maderos. I'd yawn too if it was a Bendis book.
Damn.
It's actually surprisingly not horrible, but not my cup of tea. There's a character in there. They're all reminiscent of other characters too, by the way. Some of them have a Johnny Quest character. One's like a Buffy, the Demon Slayer instead of Vampire Slayer.
One of them looked like the uncle from Ben 10. Uncle Max.
Yeah, so they all have different ones. One is like super powered. Supposedly she has like some kind of like rays or something like that. At the end of the book, it cuts really fast into it. I like that fact that it gets into it really quick. You don't have to fucking explore deeper meanings or anything like that. But yeah, we're gonna, overall, it was an okay book. I gave it a solid 3. 3 out of 5. It was interesting. I went into it with an open mind because people can do different things. Jesus Christ. Fucking hater over here.
I like Bendis.
Is he a gnome or a troll? Because that's the thing after a while.
I thought he
He's
was
just
a
a troll.
goblin. I thought he was a mascot.
He's a gnome. He's a gnome.
He's a gnome? He's just a hateful, spiteful gnome?
Like, what is evil gnomes?
He
Like,
just sits there going,
horror
yeah.
movies? He doesn't think kind of gnome. Like a evil
With the
gnome.
weird
a
little
witch.
fucking teeth.
Little
And,
sharp teeth and everything.
yeah.
Normally I'm on your team, but that one was a witch.
Yeah,
That was
that was bad. That was bad. So 3 out of 5. It was pretty cool. I actually really want to read the second issue because the way they ended it, it was really fucking good.
So what I'm understanding, there's a lot of good books this week.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't super bowled over. I think I was more bowled over last
a lot
week.
of mediocre
No,
books this
what
week.
I read, I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I read the Batman.
None of them were bad, but I'm not.
I
You
read
know,
the
Batman. I read.
I already did that. All right, next up, Secret Invasion #1 from Marvel, because it's not Secret Invasion 2. It's not, the continuance. It's Secret Invasion.
Damn.
You know what that means?
There's going to be a secret invasion.
Yeah. It's not so secret anymore. It actually has a good setup. There's a whole story here with Nick Fury and kind of him investigating the death of some family member of part of his family. And it gets kind of creepy. You kind of sense in the middle the twist that's going to happen. Because at the same time, they're telling this other story of Nick Fury walking into the CIA and he's talking to Maria Hill. So when he talks to Maria Hill, he's like talking to her while telling the story, but the story he's telling her doesn't match up the story that's happening. So I thought that was a cool kind of thing to have the two stories going at the same time. And there's scrolls in places, and supposedly there's the twist is there's a scroll in the Avengers, but you don't know which one.
Yeah.
What a twist! So and because of that, I thought it was pretty cool. If you're a Marvelite, it's cool that it's not a big event. If they did it again, I would have been kind of pissy. I think it seems to be its own little self-contained thing going on. It was a good read. I like the ending of it. I like it. It looks like it's going to expand into a big-ass fucking story. I thought it was cool. 4 out of 5. If you're a Marvel head.
Where I'm confused, because right now, supposedly the Kree Skrull Empire are at peace, and Hulkling is now the king of the unified empire.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this like...
You and the continuity. Let go of it, fanboy. We don't need the fucking continuity. You need a fucking good story. Grow the fuck up.
Right. Maybe it was
And I don't even think that's even around anymore. Because when the last time did you
That
see
was
anything
like
about Hulkling? That was
2
last
months
year.
ago.
No, that was like last year. Hulkling and Wiccan was like maybe 6 months ago.
And is it Hulkling
The last
gay?
one. What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Because it was the gay's fault for the...
Yeah.
And then who's to say all the scrolls are under it?
Maybe they're all gay now.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Is this like a splinter group?
We don't know, and
Those
that's
are-
why you gotta fucking
Yeah.
read the book. Fucking continuity guy. Well, actually, we issue 142. This is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly. All your
There's a
Fucking,
lot-
and then you get on your computers. Hey guys,
everybody.
oh my hymen hurts.
Yeah.
No, we need continuity. I'm with you, John. It says Marlon Rodriguez. You're wrong, Marlon. Plain and simple. You should feel bad about yourself.
Well,
Are we feeling bad about John?
I don't know, but you just walk into the fucking conversation.
I
now.
always do.
Yo,
I
look,
don't understand why
Baby,
you're so
you
really
ass
surprised.
looking motherfucker.
Look, we got-
Anyway, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. By the way, we got 5 people.
5
What's in the
people.
box?
Oh shit, Miguel,
What's
what's
the
up, my
box?
friend?
Miguel
What's up, dude?
Lopez, Dimelo Gorilla.
Yeah, that's my buddy in Japan,
Whoa. Well, he's
from all the way in
not-
Japan.
he's
So
not-
anyway,
Whoa.
we're doing a box. We're doing what's in the box.
Yeah. It's not going to be a $10 box.
Oh my god, it's good. We're starting at $25. $25 for the box.
$25 for the box.
We're gonna start a box for you guys. Continuity matters. Roll with arrows. Guys are nerds. Read good stories. That's what matters. But also what matters is this box. And this box has really good shit in it this
I
time.
liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why I offered $5 for it.
So we're
That's
up to
what you think.
$25.
It's $25 starting bid on this box. This has plenty of stuff. It's kind of heavy too. It's kind of heavy to do it. Has a little bit of everything. There's one. You can wear it. You can show
play
it.
with it.
You can read it.
Yeah.
It's very black.
Yeah.
And
Very
veiny?
black. It rocks to a certain degree. It really rocks. So we're gonna-
There's a lot going on in that box.
yeah.
I like it.
It's a big, hard, veiny box.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna nut in it, I mean,
Right.
you can. But
when Little John did not nut in the box, but it's up for grabs, guys. $25
you can use it as a
starting
tube
now. Anyway, we're moving on.
Tube sock? No.
Next up, Tiger Division, number 1.
Flush.
Yep, that's the review for Tiger Division number 1.
All right, on to the next thing.
Okay.
Listen, folks,
No,
I have a lot of copies of this shit.
Yeah, we got.
I really want to fucking sell it.
If you really want to buy it, we can give you a good discount.
We'll give you a good discount on it.
Yeah.
Cause PU,
Okay.
this book fucking
Yeah.
sucked.
I thought this was going to be the start of. A few years ago, DC came out with a all Chinese knockoff Justice League. I thought this was going to be the start of like Marvel's Chinese or Korean.
They had done it first because they had a thing that's like Shield. I forgot what it was called, but that was Chinese. But this isn't Chinese. This is Korean.
One Korean dude with a Pepsi logo on his chest.
I would have thought it would have been better.
This was bad. This is.
No, Raul Medeiros. It's not another box full of Eternal Marvel Legends figures. We wouldn't do that to you.
Oh my god, you guys did that?
Yeah,
You
we
guys
did that.
suck.
Yeah.
It was a while back ago, but yeah. We gotta get rid of.
Hey, man, what the fuck? You know?
You guys fucking
You know what he wants? Icarus? Come on.
Come on.
You're horrible people.
Plus, you get all of them together, you make one big one, right?
Yeah.
You can use it as a tube sock.
Yeah.
That's why you want to get it. Just trust me. Tube sock.
Anyway, Tiger Division.
Okay.
It's a 2. And I'm being generous.
I
Out of
can't even
5.
go that high.
My mom said, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Then
You can say
we
flush.
tried that, and
That's
it was
not
just
bad.
deader for
No,
like.
it's just not-
My mom said, es un mierda. Sácalo de la casa.
Guys, it's a fucking
Eso huele.
Not worth the.
Hey, look, the problem is, okay, this is my big thing, all right? So you have these Korean superheroes, right? And let me see something, because this is the thing I wanted to see. Because they supposedly had Korean artists on it. It's issue 1. I think it is a key issue because somebody shows up in it. All right, so it's Emily Kim, Chris Lee, Crees? I've never seen that before. Yen Nitro and everything else. Dude, what if you got a good manga artist on this?
That would have
Would have been a little bit manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Korean manga. They have some amazing fucking shit.
the cover's amazing on that.
Well, that was Art Germ, who I think, I don't want to presume that he's a Korean because it looks like everybody that they got for it. Well, no, because he's at Carlos Gomez. Yeah, Peach Momoko is Japanese.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's so many.
This was a
Launched
bummer,
20
right?
news today.
Yeah.
So there was so many ways that they could have fucking. This is the worst bomb that North Korea could send to us if they didn't. I like the explodey bombs better.
They do more.
Yeah, they do
bong
more.
after-
This is
I
shit.
need a bong. after
It's
drinking that
it's
thing.
not even like okay, the art is mediocre,
As fuck.
Cumbinga. And then on top of that, the story it reads like a 1990s. Hey, we're a new publisher. We just made a superhero group
Yeah,
and want to
it's very
introduce it
indie.
to
You know
you.
what?
Very indie.
Like indie and that feel of like
The
lame ass
PTSD,
characters.
Vietnam flashback, like meme. That's the only thing it reminds me of. 'Cause they
I-
kind of do that towards the end.
No,
No, they're not returnable?
No.
Jesus Christ.
it is.
We'll take him to a book fair.
We'll take them to the book fair. We'll sell them to some sucker. I mean customer.
Just want to check out, see what you guys have.
Which are the pops? Because right now we're past 9 o'clock already.
Yeah.
But no, you want to check out the pops or?
Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah.
We're doing our podcast right now. So.
Oh, I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
no worries.
There's only one book in the whole thing that I thought was worse than that one, and we'll get to it shortly.
Okay, worse than this one.
Yes.
I
very
mean,
much so.
I will say, okay, there was an angle there. I don't know what they're doing with this one character. I kind of want to know what happens. But they even stopped the story abruptly.
Yeah,
it was like
it was
weirdly
weird,
stopped.
Yeah.
I don't think it was written well. I don't think it was planned well.
No.
The main character has this Captain Korea like thing to him that's
Yeah.
kind of
It's
crappy.
just a generic costume.
Yeah.
It's like let's just checklist. Korean superhero checklist.
Hmm.
That was weird. It was a strange book.
And not even strange. But you're not saying like strange is like strange can be good.
Yeah.
This is sucks.
This was completely devoid of any creativity
Exactly.
or
Yeah, it seemed like they just, I don't know if they hacked it out and that's it, or I don't know what's going on.
Kind of
But,
like threw $100 out the window with that, huh?
yeah. Well, not that much. We didn't get that many things. So. All right, now we're going to, I'm still doing number ones. We already did this. I don't want to do anything that.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to do Vampirella versus Red
I
Sonja.
didn't get to read it. I wanted to.
I didn't read it.
that is the absolute worst comic I've read in a long
come on.
Oh my
time.
God.
I like Vampirella.
Oh
But
my
it's
God.
not. It's not what you want from a Vampirella Red Sonja. And you can tell that. I forgot what I was reading. 3 pages in, I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? Oh, I'm supposed to be reading this, but I'm not reading this. I'm reading a generic-ass superhero team-up that's got his most hated thing, multiversal time-dumping shit that makes absolutely no sense.
Okay.
This is not what... When you present Vampirella versus
Yeah, you
Red
expected a fight,
Sonja,
yeah.
this is not what you want. You do
Yeah,
not...
I see what he's talking about. I mean, I flipped through it real quick. It seems like it's more of a superhero book. Like they made him in literally Red Sonja a superhero or her a superhero, Vampirella a superhero, and I'm like, the artwork is okay. I like kind of some of the layouts and everything else. But you would think, man, if you're gonna do this, it would be like a medieval times Rock'em
Yeah.
Sock'em beat 'em up fucking
Yeah.
book, not.
But it's a bad girl book. Come on, guys.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
even
no,
that.
John,
It's a
John.
bad girl book.
Just look at it.
Sold because of the
Look.
covers. I like the cover.
This is not a bad girl. But I don't even.
What up, Slim?
It starts
Alex
off
is
with a
on.
chick saying, "Yeah, my name is Dynamite."
Okay. You lost me already.
Yeah, it's bad. It's pretty
It's-
bad. I
this
flipped
is-
through it and it was bad.
This
John.
is the worst thing
It was
I've read
bad.
in a very long time.
Yeah.
No, I've read worse.
So there you go.
That Tigers team was pretty bad.
This
Yeah.
is worse, in my opinion.
All right. So what? 1 out of 5.
Can I go like negatives?
Oh, brother. All right. So 1 out of 5. Not a good one, but the
It's a
cover
plus.
artwork's really nice.
All the covers are nice, but the cover's not what you're gonna.
Is it hot? No. Got any more of that Batman and Joker book? Yes, we do, Marlon. It's very good. That's my pick of the week, actually. Also, coming up now, Death Rage, number 4.
Wow, that is fire. If you like Deadpool, this kicks Deadpool's ass.
If you like Deadpool and doing
It used to be, sorry, Alex, it's not. It's like, the front is hot, but the inside, man, like, there's just...
Johnny, can you help the customer out?
Are you still
Nick.
looking?
No, because you were looking for something for him?
No, you didn't have it.
Go, little John, for you. You wanted to
No, it was the invisible one that was on the wall. That you guys sold, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that got sold.
There's no invisible in the back, right?
No, that got sold. That's everything Invincible sold out.
All right.
Invincible is super hot.
Death Rage is a fun book. It just keeps getting better and better. Actually, you sold something there.
Yeah, the Deadly Duel.
Okay, Deadly Duel is a great book too. This is still not my pick of the week, but this is a 5-star book all the way through. It's hardcore. It doesn't play around. It's a fun book.
I liked it.
I thought it was great.
I like when
Fun,
she was.
right?
I like when he was on his dick and she just burned the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah, but he regenerates. So
Yeah. It's not. It's
she
not
was
like
really
hers.
horny because she couldn't. We were spoiling it.
Yeah, stop fucking
But
telling...
it's so good that you're really, if
Put it on
you
there,
haven't
by the way,
jumped on the Death Rage train, it's a great book.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give 5 stars still.
Okay.
It's still entertaining. It's crazy because Teddy, which is a bad guy, he's put, I guess, his brain into these teddy bears and I guess his consciousness into these mechanical teddy bears.
We've been talking about Death Rage. We like it because it's a classic, like, fucking crazy book. It's a crazy
it's
comic book.
It's like Quentin Tarantino made a comic book.
I wouldn't go
There's
that
more
far.
poetry to Quentin Tarantino, but I see what you're talking about.
It's with all these villains and all these other characters that they're throwing in there, it's just super cool. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, Death Rage has
5
that classic.
stars, but still not my pick of the week.
All right.
Great book, guys. Get on the Death Rage bandwagon.
Death Rage
You're
has
gonna
been
love it.
really good. It's been surprisingly good. And of all the Merc books, that's the one I've been liking the most.
Yeah,
Because,
for sure.
all
Is there
right.
anything you needed, or are you looking for something else? Or?
It was looking for some key issues
Sorry
like
about that.
boys
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Have a good night.
Weasley, fuck.
Has he been
Anyway.
before?
Yes, and he's like, yes, he
I
has.
actually haven't seen it.
Why do you fucking answer? Yeah, and he danced around that fucking copy like, oh, I don't know. And I sold it the other day. I sold the Ishmael.
Oh, well.
Jeez. There's fucking people, man. They're like, then they come back, oh, I'm gonna get it now. Oh, it's a fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Dickhead. Anyway, next up. Earth Divers, Kill Columbus, number 2. I was reading this because I wanted to see where it was going.
The number 1 was good. I think
Number-
it's number 2.
Number 2 meanders a little bit because you're like kind of like, okay, now they're really kicking the story along and they're not answering anything. until the very fucking end. And then you're going, what the fuck is going on?
So it's kind of a setup issue.
Yeah, it's a setup issue. So I think 3 is going to be really good. I like the whole setup. The whole idea is that these Native American kids in the far future decide to use a magic cave and mathematics to go back in time for what they think is the pinnacle problem in human history and kill Christopher Columbus before he discovers America. And so it was an interesting... Yeah. So that was the whole thing. But I guess the idea. But there's a couple of revelations in the book. I kind of have to reread it because there's a couple of parts there that I was like, okay, what do they mean by this? So that was a. But I thought they were kicking the story down the road, kicking the can down the road. It's actually pretty cool. At the end, they really got into it. And
is Martin saying I'll grab one? Or no?
I'll take an Earth Divers. Okay. So Marlon will grab that. I thought it was really good.
Do we have the number one?
I think he has number
We
one.
have number ones.
If he has he needs number ones, we have it. But
Raul Madero's is claiming it too.
Raul Madero's wants to do.
And he's a communist too.
Oh, he's gonna get
Long
the
live
last.
the commies.
He's gonna
Don't
get
say
the,
that.
Last one, yeah.
the last one is right behind him. I can't reach it from here.
Martin has number one, yes.
Did they want any number ones? That we still have some.
I mean, and this is from, and you know what? This is from IDW's creator line, so this is interesting because they decided to throw down and start making a creator-owned line, and they've had a couple of well, at least with that one.
One was good, and I understand where they're going with this, but like everybody's blaming Christopher Columbus for everything. Oh, what's this guy?
No, he's not gonna. I don't think he's anybody right now. I don't think he's doing shit.
He's just living his best life.
He just has hairy arms, and he just like stands there with the hairy arms.
Guy with hairy arms.
Yeah.
Raul, do you need the number one, or do you have it?
I think Raul has it too. Raul, I got it. You got it, Raul, and everybody got it. All right, cool. So anyway, moving on. Next up, Predator issue 4 from Marvel Comics.
I gotta give that the pick of the week.
That's your pick of the week?
That is so fucking badass. That book is so.
It sucks because
good.
I have not read it, so now I'm like gonna be like, okay.
She comes out. Hold on, let me give Siddiqui a chair because
He's sitting on the thing. He's sitting on the thing.
on.
You're not on camera at all.
almost kind of on camera.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
You're just like this weird prostrated guy. Oh God, this is the worst. Like,
Wow, it's like some weird gay porn.
I feel like this would make a gay guy straight so fast. Just watching that.
That was a little gay.
Yeah.
All right. So
You guys look like you're as gay as a Mentos commercial in that.
Hugs, man, hugs.
yeah, it's like a Mentos commercial.
Yeah.
This book is fucking great.
Because for what is full of life,
Yeah.
fresh, for what is full of life.
Mentos.
The fresh Mentos.
Freshness for your
Well,
life.
some weird like Scandinavian commercials and shit.
Yeah.
And they were already like 20 years old by the time they reached America because they look like old ass like commercials
Yep.
from the 80s.
I want to know who's not reading Predator.
Predator's good, man.
Yeah,
you guys
Predator's-
watch Prey? That Prey shit was awesome.
Whoever. No, this is better than Prey.
No, Prey was good.
No, this is fucking better than Prey.
Prey was good.
Right, because you haven't reading
Yeah,
this one.
no. I think this
Prey
is
was
better than.
okay.
This is better than Prey.
This is better than Prey.
What?
This is better
This
than
is
Prey.
better than Prey.
I watched Prey. Prey was good.
Prey was good.
Very good.
This is
better than Prey.
No, it's not better.
Yes, it is. Have you been reading it?
I read the first issue. I would have read more, but Goblins Heist didn't pull it for me.
Well, you didn't ask for
Fart.
it.
Yeah.
All right. She's being chased by fucking predators.
Yeah,
Two of them
so-
now this time.
Okay. Ooh.
And she's in a spaceship shooting them down. This is fucking crazy.
Well, the whole setup is, because people don't know, is that her family was killed by a fucking predator. She was able to take a ship and capture some equipment.
She fucked up a predator. and
Fucked
took
up a
his
predator,
mask.
took his mask, and now she's been going
And
about
she-
hunting predators
She
going
took
through the
his
system.
mask And tore out one of his tusks.
Yeah.
So there's like a 3-tusk predator out there. And
It's
she's
in the
looking
future.
for him.
Well, yeah, it's in the future. Yeah.
So,
Well, obviously there's spaceships and shit. So.
This sounds like one of the
Well,
old
no,
school,
like the humans are
Dark
spaceships.
Horse Predator comics.
oh, excellent.
What'd you say?
You know what's interesting is that some of this too is that they're putting timelines on this. So this one is happening way after the current Alien series. So I don't know, because come on,
It says it mentions the alien series in time.
no, it doesn't at all. But that's what I'm saying. Like the years, you know, because if there's ever a Aliens versus Predator, which come on, that's gonna happen.
Right.
Is
Well-
when and how.
Dark Horse had a fun, interesting history with Aliens vs. Predator. Aliens vs. Predator was the comic that made the company, really.
Well, Predator too. I mean, the individual series were really good too. That's where they introduced a lot of mythos.
They secured the Predator rights. They secured the Alien rights. Their first volume of Aliens was kick-ass. That's where we put them on the map as a publisher.
It was.
Amazing.
It is great.
Sam Keith.
But their first run of Predator was super fun and
amazing too.
it was about Arnold Schwarzenegger's character's brother, who happened to be a cop in New York City, and was fine. It came out after Predator 2, or before, I forget, but it had these vibes where if that would have been the actual Predator 2, then Arnold had a twin brother in New York. There was a cop. It would have been
There's two
awesome.
Arnold. Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, it would have been what was the
Twins,
Van
but-
Damme movie where he had a twin?
Double Impact.
Double Impact. Oh, brother. Good
No, but
lord.
it's over the top and as stupid as fucking action macho-ness, but that's what the first Predator series from Dark Horse was. It's worth tracking down, or the omnibus.
It's great.
Yeah,
I guess it's all Marvel now, so Marvel's probably releasing like.
I haven't
I haven't seen
I don't
it.
think they've done it. You know,
No.
Star Wars, Marvel releases everything in these like Disney-fied, Marvelized collections. I don't know if they've done that with the catalog of Dark Horse, because it might just confuse things. But anyways, they started with that, and the first concept in Aliens for Dark Horse was that the aliens arrive on Earth. In the first miniseries, and they fuck the Earth up, and it's really interesting how they do it. So now Marvel's first volumes of Aliens is dealing with just that. With this new reboot from Marvel, the first volumes are dealing with the aliens coming to Earth and the Earth government using them. The Predator comics, now this is Marvel's first take at Predator. Instead of going back to the past where we had the Hulu movie that did Native Americans, which I love. Prey.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I went in skeptical as shit. I was like, this
the
is gonna
special effects are a little.
because we've been bit before.
I was
we've
like,
been
this girl is not fucking buff enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was
And
good.
She was good. The guy was good. Her brother, the guy playing her brother, was amazing. The Native Americans were cool. I liked how every single Native American in that movie could fight awesome.
Yeah.
Like
It was fucking
the
bad.
amount of
Slim says,
choreography.
surprised they never made a Contra movie. That's true. But pretty much Contra was like, the idea is, it was for like Schwarzenegger and Stallone in a movie.
It was sort of a cross between
Right.
Predator
Did
and...
they ever do one together?
No, they never made
They
a movie.
never did.
They only did that one movie where they were in prison together, but they were already old.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
yeah, they did that.
that-
prison
Well,
joint.
that
for the
prison
longest
movie.
time, they pitted each other.
Were they in
Stallone.
Expendables together?
Expendables, yeah.
Yeah.
For a minute.
They did Expendables? Yeah, some scenes, but then they
But
did
yeah,
that movie
they were older.
where they were in prison
Right,
together.
right.
Dude, if you hear them talk, Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, they hated each other for like...
No, they were
20
rivals.
plus
They
years.
were
Anyway,
rivals.
so the first Predator miniseries Dark Horse does, Marvel does now, they don't go back to the original era, they go to the future. Now, with Dark Horse, when they went to the future, they
You gonna
did
cry?
Alien versus Predator.
Are you gonna cry?
Yeah, because it's beautiful.
Because your voice cracked.
I loved it.
It's Dark
No,
Horse.
it's
It was.
beautiful.
It was good.
No, seriously, Alien versus Predator, the first miniseries where somebody at Dark Horse said, wait, we got both franchises, let's put them together.
Yeah.
Great idea.
And they put them together, and they went future with it. Now, mind you, their Aliens comics were a direct sequel. The first 2 volumes of Aliens are a direct sequel to Aliens before Alien 3, the shitty Alien 3 came out. So Ripley was in it, Newt was in it, and in later volumes after Alien 3, they had to republish the book, changing the character's name to a android version of Ripley and another girl that was like Newt. It's a really interesting moment in comics history. I don't know if any other time that should happen. But then they just continued in the future. And then they started doing little stories and anthologies that went all over time and space, like the past and present.
Yeah.
So Marvel now...
And they also did the crossovers, which were all, I think, were fantastic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So then they decided to do Alien vs. Predator. The first Alien vs. Predator is one of the greatest comic book miniseries ever made. Hands down.
Well, out of 5.
And this is what this is like.
5.
5 out of 5.
But yo,
5 out of 5.
that's
5
what
and a half.
this is in that genre. This is like that first
Yeah.
Alien vs. It's in the future. It's a girl.
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
No.
I
And
think
it-
that's pretty good.
She's out there.
She's
looking
hunting
for
them, which
She's
is what
hunting
happened
Yeah.
by the end of the ADVP. So I like that Marvel is trying to like.
Yeah, the whole, what I like about it is that it's a solid fucking story. Again, fuck continuity. If you was just reading this and it was just like a whole other alien and it's still good. And it's her fucking hunting. You feel for her. You see the shit she went through. It's just done right. So yes, it's a 5 out of 5, folks.
I know a lot of people don't want this, but I'm still waiting for it personally, is for the Predator and Alien franchise to cross over with the MCU or Marvel Comics.
Because you're a fucking
universe
nerd.
proper.
That is my pick of the week, by the way.
Because
Yeah.
I want
Oh,
some
John's pick of the week.
There it is.
Dun,
That
dun,
is
dun,
my
dun,
pick of
It's
the
a
dun,
week.
badass
dun.
book. It's a badass book.
Bring on
And
the-
they're going more
what else?
actiony. Whereas the Marvel Aliens books are getting
We're at
more like
4
Conclave.
people.
This is just straight
All right, guys, just a reminder. What's in the box?
They don't give a damn.
It's
Yeah, you do.
$25. So starting $25, you get whatever's in this box.
And I'll
It's-
hate you.
Yeah, and it's really good. Try it out.
We could just do it for Tuesday. If I don't
Yeah, this totally has an original AVP.
You're just giving up already over here. Fucking gay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, next up, The Joker, the man who stopped laughing, number 2. Did I read this? Yes, I did read it. All right.
I've not been able to read it. I wish I did.
What was that, Joker versus Zoloft?
This is versus
Hey, go
Zoloft.
fuck yourself. It's a good book.
Joker versus Zoloft.
What are you talking about?
Zoloft, the antidepressant.
All right,
What?
so going on to the book.
I don't understand the joke.
He's not crazy anymore. He just normally doesn't laugh.
No, man. Anyway, this continues the series. I liked the first issue. It was my pick of the week some weeks back, and it's still going strong. Not my current pick of the week. It was really good. It's a good continuance. It kicks the can down the road a little bit, like some of the other books and everything. But it does have a couple of crazy bends in the road, and you kind of want to figure out what is going on in this book. Joker decides to go national. He's going after different guys. The first issue, he kills a bunch of different like crime lords and everything else. And now he's out. Now everything isn't crazy, but there's another Joker running around posing as him in Gotham City, and he's causing a lot of problems too. But he seems to have his memories, seems to know what's going on. It's kind of told from his story or point of view. But, you know, in the end, is it really Joker? And this is the reason why you want to keep reading this. This is a kind of a weird Joker versus Joker storyline. And just overall, like the art, the storytelling, everything in it, really fucking solid. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. Not my pick of the week because Deadly Duo kind of beat it out for me because I just enjoyed that way more. But it's a great continuous. I love this fucking story.
Hey, and the art is by Carmine Di Giandomenico. Hey,
That's
Italy is just full of comic writers.
That sounds like it's taking place at the same time as the Punchline story.
No, well, it kind of mentions it, but not really. It seems to like kind of mention it because they were like, oh, he's doing this, but Punchline's out of the story, Harley's out of the story, so you gotta read it. It's really, really fucking solid. I like this a lot. Matthew Rosenberg's a writer, great fucking writer.
Yeah,
I really
remember
enjoy it.
They've got backup stories, little short stories in the back.
Yeah, those are just weird and cool.
That old school Joker logo.
That's I think Frank Avella is doing the artwork on that one.
By the way,
Yeah, it's really good. It's like these weird abstract cartoon kind of stories, but they're fucked up. Really funny. It's almost dreamy.
Like Batman the Animated Series ish. That episode where they're all sitting around at a table.
Well, this one is like
telling
Joker
jokes.
fakes his the backup story. Joker fakes his death just to see what all the villains would say about him.
Yeah, similar to the one of Almost Got Him from.
by the way, Slim Whitman says, what's usually in the box?
All types of stuff,
Body parts?
Hand.
things,
Yeah.
you know.
So
That
that
one time
hand.
it was a head and things got really intense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we just didn't open it.
that
But
was
we all
just a
knew
lot
it
of
was probably
screaming.
a head.
Yeah, a tube song like Concussion
Yeah.
Nick said, but Little John used
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
It's really
Or
good.
you never
That
know.
was
Maybe
the
some
first time
Star
we
Trek
had the
plays.
box.
Hey,
The first time we had
Or
the
even
box-
worse, it's full of Eternals figures.
That was the first time we had the box where that was with Juan's ex. And
Yeah.
he just had the box and a gun, and he kept asking John, like, what's in the box? What's in
What's
the
in the
box?
box?
But we just didn't answer it. And then it
So
all
John's
just
Morgan
resolved
Freeman in
itself.
that?
Yeah, it all resolved itself.
I would never compare John to Morgan Freeman.
Really?
This is weird.
It all resolved itself, though.
Oh, yeah, I can be a black.
Because it
Yeah.
was John,
With the freckles?
Juan, and Little
I imagine
John.
you replace Morgan Freeman in every movie with John.
And Little John had just shaved his head, so he was to the side there
No,
and smiling.
no.
Well, if you have Little John's sock in there, it's...
Yeah, well, there you go.
It's worth money. It would
Not bring it
I
back.
have
We don't
both
tell you.
my
That's the
socks.
whole idea, man. Is the whole idea. It is a very good box. It's worth a lot.
There's comics.
There's a lot of good
There's
shit.
off-in toys. There's off-in collectible
body
shit.
parts.
Yeah.
Little
Stop
John's
saying-
sock.
stop
full of-
Shut
saying
up
that.
already,
Find out
God.
who's selling it.
That's what it
Look,
is.
for what? Take a look inside there. Tell me what you
I'll
see.
tell you.
It could
Tell
be
me what you
Star
see.
Trek
Don't tell them
plates.
what it is.
Oh, shit.
It could be Star Trek plates,
Oh,
man.
nice. Oh, nice. Oh, I get it. I get it. Hey, this is exciting. This is good. This is like a fun
it is a
theme.
theme box, but
I like it. I would be down with this box, actually. What's the box at right now?
$25.
That's good, man. This is a fun box, and it's very current. It's very like
No, $25 is too cheap.
very
Bastards.
in right now. The stuff in this box is very topical, and it's a lot of excitement in the pop culture world is being generated
Yep.
by what's in this box. A resurgent energy in one of our pop culture universes.
rocks.
It's a very
To a certain
piercing.
way.
It's a very piercing box to me personally.
Yeah, it's like
Like getting hit by lightning.
yes,
It's loud.
It's magical.
you know, it's
I know.
like
It's bold.
yeah. It reminds me, it smells kind of like.
What
smells
does
like-
the box smell like?
Manly.
Smells like
What is the box cooking?
something like I was cooking earlier. Yeah, it smells
Wow,
like
if you didn't- that was enough fucking hints. I don't know what the fuck else to
Want
tell
that
you.
in their house.
So, somebody's watching the feed going, kitchenware. Anyway,
Wait, CrossGen's back?
well, they brought back CrossGen Tales,
Yeah,
but it's
CrossGen!
just a reprint of stuff.
Oh, CrossGen.
CrossGen Tales,
What a fucking team.
Mystic, Ruse, Sigil, Sojourn, CrossGen. You remember that?
I like CrossGen.
You remember that? It's back in Pog form. Remember Pogs?
Damn.
CrossGen.
CrossGen.
For those who don't remember, CrossGen Comics
I liked it.
was actually an interesting experiment in comics where a super rich guy hired away a ton of top talent from Marvel and DC, good writers, solid artists, not like flashy artists per se,
They were good.
but really, really good, like the top tier of artist writers from both companies. And he kind of created this compound in Tampa of a comic book company, forced them all to move there and live there. And then he created a universe that he was the creator of, the Mark Alessi, the creator.
1998 is when it started,
Yeah,
till
he-
2004.
But the concept was that all these books are going to have the company logo in them in a prominent way.
Yeah, it's another book company that Marvel put the kibosh on, right?
They did. So the company logo was this sigil, this CrossGen symbol, and the books were all in different genres, in different fictional universes, fictional worlds rather. And as the time went on, you realize they're all in the same universe, and these sigils have a mystical. They're always appear in kind of a different form in each story, but there was an overarching thing going on in that universe. But along the way, they did awesome pirate stories. They did awesome.
Well, their whole thing was
comics.
they wrote what was called the history of the Sigilverse
Right,
before any comics were written. The head of the creative team consisted of Barbara Cassell,
Right.
Mark Waid, and Ron Mars.
Right.
I remember, like, Ron Mars was hot at that time because he just got off of Green Lantern. Mark Waid is Mark Waid.
Yeah.
But Cassell, too. She did a lot of stuff.
Barbara Cassell, yeah.
I remember that name.
And one of
Wife
the
of
company,
Carl
it was a
Cassell.
guy named Jim. If I'm
No,
not
it's
No,
not.
well,
Mark
James
James.
Brightbull Bell and Mark Alessi.
Mark Alessi.
James.
Now the thing was,
James, what was his
Alessi.
name again?
Brightbill.
Alessi was a super
He's the
controlling.
one. James was the one who started MegaCon.
Yeah, they did. They started MegaCon too. Alessi was a super controlling egomaniac, basically. So it rubbed people along the way. A lot of talent moved from New York to DC. They still live in Florida to this day. A lot of these people, Mark Waid, and not Mark Waid, Chuck Dixon, and a lot of these fucker people. But the whole universe went for 3-4 years. Good quality comics.
Yep.
And they would take more time. They would color them
Like
beautifully.
Malibu too. Same thing happened in Malibu with Marvel.
They
Marvel
had
put the
this
kibosh
giant
on it.
display. They had a con in Tampa, a giant display.
No,
it was
MegaCon.
interesting.
It was MegaCon. They did a
It was-
big
They
display.
created MegaCon. But at the end, they were going to wrap it up with this big event called CrossGen War. And they got 2 issues in, and the company folded.
They didn't fold.
Well, the whole thing was in 2003. Industry observers noted that the company's difficulties became apparent shortly after the Borders and Barnes & Noble bookstore chains, remember those shits?
Yeah.
Discontinued stocking CrossGen's trade paperback collections and returned huge numbers of unsold books for credit and refund, more than wiping out the publisher's optimistically low reserves against returns. In an interview with Mark Alessi on the Dollar Bin podcast, the root cause of CrossGen's financial collapse was said to be the result of a large decrease in the value of the Perot Systems stocks that was largely backing the company's financing. The financial plan was to lose money in the first 6 years before earning profits in the 7th year through movies and television deals.
There you go.
They never got to it. The thing folded. It died. A lot of creators didn't get paid. And then Marvel bought up the rights.
Yep.
So Marvel's been sitting on these rights for like 20 years.
Well, Disney bought them, actually. Disney bought them in 2004, before they bought Marvel.
Really?
Yep. In 2004, Disney Publishing was interested in licensing, contemplated discovering the bankruptcy, Mark Alessi found coming to take over. Blah 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 blah. Disney purchased CrossGen's assets for $1 million with plans to publish 4 prose hardcover-based novels based on writer J.M. DeMatteis and artist Mike Plug's Abadazad.
Abadazad, yeah. When did Marvel get it?
Well, I guess,
I thought Marvel got it before that.
No. It's Disney Publishing.
Disney's bought a lot of.
Well, Marvel did do a little cross-gen, blurb a few years later.
2006, Checker Books obtained the rights to publish the trades.
The trades.
Mm-hmm.
Go down. You'll see where Marvel had the...
Revival. In July 2010, Marvel Comics editor-in-chief Joe Quesada announced at the San Diego Comic-Con that Marvel, also a Disney-owned company, would revive a number of cross-gen titles. Marvel began to publish Roos and Sigil in March 2011 as 4-issue miniseries. Both completed the run. The third cross-gen series, Mystic, premiered in August 2011. 2 more books, Route 666 and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, were announced during Fan Expo Canada in late August, but were set to start in February 2012, but were published due to low interest in the previously released series.
Yeah, those miniseries are kind of weak. But it's a shame. It goes down like Malibu Comics, like the Ultraverse. There have been these
Malibus were great.
Malibu, well, I never was a big reader of Malibu. I was more interested in when they had crossovers and shit like that. But
Defiant Comics.
That was Jim Shooter.
And the ever fucking lame, always trying to reinvent itself, Valiant Comics, which
But still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So, but these little universes, I think they're interesting. The ones that, and there was also like DC for a minute did what was it?
He said Valiant, but Valiant's kicking ass with that new Bloodshot.
Valiant never goes away. I don't know how the fuck Valiant continues to exist, but
It's
they
a
never
solid
go away.
fan base.
Yeah, the books are good.
I read some. I read some of the '90s one eventually. I read a trade of Magnus Robot Fighter, and
Fucking great.
It was good.
yeah, 'cause I'm trying to remember Ultraverse stuff that I might have read, and it was All New Exiles. I think I remember reading that.
Ultraverse,
I had Prime like everybody. I had Sludge.
Hard Case.
I didn't like those too much. I was like
Prototype.
whatever about them. I was like not into it.
Prototype, Manta.
Yeah, and they've had the crossovers, Avengers versus Ultra Force. I remember that. Nightman versus Wolverine.
Nightman. Fucking Nightman.
I don't remember that guy.
The
Yep.
worst.
And then they're the ones who published the Alien Nation comics.
Wait,
Oh,
there was
Yeah.
wasn't there a Nightman movie?
Nightman was a
low
TV
budget?
show. It was a TV show starring Sting, the wrestler.
Warriors of Plasm.
That's Defiant.
Yeah.
That was Defiant.
All these shitty things you find in $1 box. and you see
So anyway, for $10, revisit all that bullshit.
No, but look, the art is going to be amazing. The stories, if they pick the right ones, really, really good stories.
Anybody read this?
I read.
I'm gonna read
I've
it.
already read all these. Stories. I own every single
I really like two of the 4 books that they put in here.
Mm-hmm.
Ruse was their version of Sherlock Holmes. Mystic was like a world of genies and shit. What's the other one?
Sigil and Sojourn.
Sigil was sci-fi. Sojourn was Lord of the Rings.
I think Sojourn is where I first knew
Greg
Land. Yeah, like Greg Land.
Gorgeous art.
Yeah,
Totally stealing photos, but
yeah.
That was a good
yeah.
book, though. Soldier, whatever.
So for $10, you can go back in time and relive it.
That's pretty much this. A nice callback to earlier days of.
Alien Nation was a good comic. Was it? I don't remember. I remember reading 1 or 2, but I think I read like the Now Comics ones.
Now Comics.
That was
Remember Now Comics?
I like Now Comics.
I used to read all the Clive Barker
Leap.
shit.
Quantum
So I read Nightbreed series, and then the Marvel Nightbreed series. But they actually continue to have a universe. Like they had like a whole Nightbreed storyline. Moonface was in
I
it.
guess
all
you were
the-
the person keeping those afloat.
I was like that one guy
Who
reading.
the fuck reads this shit? Keep going.
No, Now Comics had a lot of good books.
They did the real
They
Ghostbusters.
did Interview with the Vampire as a
They
comic
did
book.
an awesome Green Hornet run that had
They-
great covers.
They did have the Green Hornet one. They also did
90s.
Lost in Space, which
Lost
was
in
very
Space.
good too.
Yeah, keep entering in this my search. They're gonna be like, you're old.
Yeah, you're a nerd.
But
You're a
the
nerd.
best one was that they did Interview with a Vampire as a fucking comic book. The chick that wrote Interview with a Vampire also did a comic book for them.
Wow, you're
The
all
Mummy.
about this. Yeah,
They did The Mummy.
Yeah.
Anne
And it was
Rice.
written by Anne Rice.
Anne Rice.
And that was a good
She's
book,
actually
too.
one of my favorite.
See
novelists.
now Comics, they had some people because they had Harlan Ellison, Neil Adams, Jim Steranko, Bill Sienkiewicz,
Right.
Mike Barron, Jeff Butler, Dave Dorman, Chuck Dixon, Alex Ross did his first professional comic works there.
Oh, for
Terminator, Burning Earth.
I have that.
That's right. That was a great.
So they, I mean, now has a
Yeah,
fucking
but that's back
roster,
when
man.
nobody gave a shit about comics, so it wasn't a big deal. Now it's like
Yeah,
suddenly
yeah.
people care about comics.
So they did the Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
That was a good book.
They did a lot of like Three Ninjas Kick Back. What's up?
Get out of here.
The Three Ninjas, bro. You remember that? Bat Cats and Cadillacs. I don't know. The Free Jack. Fright Night. I remember the Fright Night series. I was reading Fright Night. Ghostbusters 2. Graves Incorporated. They did the Green Hornet, Kato. Little Monsters, Married with Children. I remember everybody. That was because they had like the Kelly Bundy foldouts and shit.
And we were like
Yeah.
11 years old. So
It's like,
Kelly Bundy was so hot.
Sheesh.
She's so hot for me.
yeah. They had Mr. T and the T Force.
That's right.
That was Neil Adams. That's a fucking good Neil Adams art too.
Yeah.
That was some good Adams art. Now what? Prime Slime Tales, the original Astro Boy. They brought Racer X, Ralph Snart Adventures. I don't.
Yeah, Ralph Smart Adventures.
Yeah, Real
Big
Ghostbusters.
Fucking-
Rust. I remember Rust. That was pretty cool. Silverwing Slimer, Speed Racer,
Speed Racer.
Super
Ooh, I
Cops.
love Speed
No,
Racer.
their Speed Racer sucked. Now,
They did 3 different
now
Terminators.
Racer X is better.
Their Terminator was before Dark Horse.
They did the Terminator,
Yeah.
Terminator All Futures Past,
They-
Terminator Burning Earth.
They also did Terminator, and they also did that movie,
It was before.
Universal Soldier.
Yep, they have it there too.
Universal
Yeah.
Soldier, which was great.
They did Twilight Zone,
Y'all, Twilight Zone were the best books for
Vector,
My God, you're
Vespers,
fucking-
Vinny the
you're-
Bell.
you're-
You're a
you're
now
just
comics
your
nerd.
Just your
I had
pants
a
are
lot
for
of
now
now
comics.
That was good.
Now comics was good. I remember picking them up, and my main thing was like seeing all the horror.
Vampire there?
Look, the
No,
art was
that's
not
where it shows
exciting
what
at
is
all.
in there.
The
So
art was
Yeah,
not
he was a
exciting at all.
vampire. No, I didn't say it was
No,
great.
the art was not exciting. at all.
JK,
It
I don't
was
see
very
it in here.
boring. It was like IDW almost. Better than IDW. I hate IDW. There's another imprint called Red Circle, which used to be Archie's superhero books. And eventually, for a little bit,
The Mummy is another one that did.
for a little while, DC got the license in the
Oh no!
90s.
See, Nightbreed was done by Epic Comics.
DC got the license. They had characters like the Red Hood, the Shield, the Web, Jaguar, Impact. It was called Impact Comics. That was the
I
one
remember
for
that.
DC.
I remember that.
That was a
Well,
good-
there's
good
another one
comic.
that Raul just mentioned, Techno Comics.
Oh,
Well, I remember
Techno
if Alex is still on,
Ew.
he'll remember that we used to go to the fucking Pines Mall
Techno.
up at the Pembroke Pines Mall. They used to have a Techno Comics booth,
Yeah.
and we used to steal shit from there
There's
all the
one
fucking
booth.
time.
Wait, was that the same comics that made the comics?
Yeah, they had a store and a comic.
Really?
They had it in the malls. I think they supposedly had one there, and I mean,
Techno Comics had that one character who was like a skateboard superhero that Neil Adams drew.
Techno Comics. Let's check
horrible,
that out.
horrible. Unreadable.
Well, they had the people that did Star Trek writing in those books.
Yeah, Gene Roddenberry did Lost Universe. I think, Spock was writing.
Shatner did
Yeah,
one.
William Shatner did one.
There was Beach High, Gene Roddenberry's Lost Universe, Gene Roddenberry's Xander in the Lost Universe, Isaac Asimov's iBox, Leonard Nimoy's Primordials. I remember trying to read
Horrible
that.
comics.
Mickey Spillane's Mike Danger, Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice,
Oh, but I think
Yeah,
was,
but he didn't write.
Neil Gaiman's Mr. Hero and the
he
Pneumatic
didn't write
Man,
any of those shits. He just had his name on it.
They
It was
were-
like-
Neil Gaiman's Phage, The Shadow
it was
Death,
all Neil Gaiman's, but he didn't write
Yeah.
anything.
Techno Comics Handbook,
Neil
and
Gaiman photos
Neurojack.
here. They
they had the
photos.
store in International Mall
Horrible.
with like a kiosk, a huge kiosk.
Yeah, they had one up in Pines. We used to go up there, and it was stupid because there's a kiosk and the guy's there. So like, if you ask the question over here, he's like, turn around, you're like,
You punks.
and they had other people. So
What other obscure comic company?
that's why I'm never scared of anybody stealing shit here because I'm like, I know all the tricks.
Then
Red
Like, you know,
Circle,
it's like I know all the tricks to steal a fucking comic book.
I can't think of any other lame comic book companies.
Alex says it. Slim says it. We ran those people out of business.
You fucking jerks.
So yeah, we're degenerates, dude. What the fuck you want me to? We're degenerate nerds. There's regular nerds, and then there's delinquent nerds like us.
Never.
I bought my first preacher trade there at fucking Techno Comics. That was so long ago. Oh man.
all of us bought a book at Techno Comics.
Yeah, because you're in the mall. They got a comic
Apple
shop.
Comics was an imprint. They just did like Iraq War Journal and
No,
shit.
Virgin Comics
Horrible.
did one too.
Well, Virgin Comics was atrocious.
And they were like Indian comics. From
Yeah, they like.
India.
There was very like.
Man.
you could tell they pumped a
God
lot
damn
of
it, you
money.
guys got me going down a fucking. Because now I'm looking on eBay for Nightbreed comics. I'm like,
Yeah.
Come on, step out of it.
I remember very briefly there was a little comic tent in the middle of Mall of the Americas.
Comic 10. That's what the guy told you before he molested you, you fucking asshole. He probably was like,
That was an international mall. You're confused. It was
Yeah,
International? Okay.
Alex used to go to Charlie's Comics, and Charlie would pat him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he would. I remember these fuckers used to steal shit, and I had to be like, "Sorry, Charlie," because I never stole shit from Charlie.
It wasn't a tent. It was a weird shaped kiosk. It looked like
It looked like a tent.
if you were a little kid, because how old are you?
I'm 38 now. So
That's why he's way younger than us.
Yeah.
So he saw it like a tent or whatever, because he was so much smaller than us. But yes, it was an international mall.
They finger banged him right there in the middle
There.
of shit.
And he let it out.
Yeah.
Mr. Beppo fucking.
I was the candy.
He was
Fucking. I've never heard of a clown called Mr. Sleepy Fist
You know
before.
what's
What
nice
the
also
fuck?
about this? That there's at the beginning there's like a little forward by Ron Mars about the company about.
Oh yeah, did he talk about all the checks he didn't get paid? Somebody was one of the guys that complained the loudest.
Yeah, it says
Like,
here,
he got- they
it
get
says,
fucking
by the
paid.
end of my first day at CrossGen office in Tampa, I was pretty sure it was my last. That's the first line.
Yeah.
But no, he worked. He worked.
All right, last book of the night, Punisher #7. I have
Best book
not
of the
been.
week. It was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I was between this one and the
Let's
Predator
return.
one.
Let's return.
No.
Turn
more
it down.
retard. No,
Turn
more
it down.
retard.
This was good, but there was a part that I didn't like when Daredevil just like zooms away in the air.
I didn't read it. I haven't read it yet.
Well,
It's told from the perspective of the wife in
Okay.
this one. So she was there telling him about when he came back from war and how he would act with the kids, and suppose there's a church scene there that she got fired from the church because of him. Oh no, it's
the book is great.
It really
The
is.
whole series is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good through the whole way through.
Yeah, Jason Aaron.
There's nothing wrong with this book. The art, perfect. Everything perfect. The writing's perfect. That one little scene where Daredevil gets away. The last page, check it out.
Yeah. He just flies away.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
He's using his Daredevil powers, bro.
How he doesn't fly?
No,
Yes, it
he
does.
uses his whip.
He's in the middle of the jungle.
Exactly, you can use your whip.
But he does it in the air. It's just
He
weird.
It's
launches
not- I don't
his
see it
whip,
here.
He catches, it gets to the tree branch and flies away.
It's right before the end. It's right before. Look,
It's
look,
not,
Keep
it's
going,
not.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I
Keep
don't-
going, talkie. Let's see if it's like Daredevil
Oh.
in the air.
Yeah.
Beautiful splash pages.
Let me. Can you see it?
That what? The Punisher's holding him?
No, he's now. When he gets away.
No, he's not. Well, he's just jumping away.
Yeah.
He's just jumping over a building. That's it.
No buildings there.
Looks so.
That was a building.
Building towards. He's running. If you.
Yeah, whatever. You got
I
confused
got
easily.
excited at the end when you see Ares and his whole army. That
All
was
right.
exciting.
But the series is still good.
No, it's phenomenal.
All right.
Phenomenal. 5 out of 5, my pick of the week.
All right.
Which is
That's
very
very
rare
weird.
because normally the Batman stuff.
Is he
is
Slim
how-
Women's.
Is he punishing people? Is he killing some?
Oh, he kills a lot of people.
No,
But mine, is he
kill a lot of
killing
people
some
this-
drug dealers?
No, he-
Dude, you're trapped in the first 4 issues of Punisher, man.
Is he
There's
killing
other
some
been.
minorities? Let me just put it. Let
No,
me just
okay,
say it.
in this-
Is
He
killing
does not
some
kill your
minorities?
people, no.
In this,
Not my
in
people.
this
You
issue,
ever heard a Punisher comic from the 80s?
Of
course.
In this issue, he flies. Punisher's flying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, he
He's not
got.
like a
He
demon.
got.
He's
Yeah.
levitating.
He's levitating. Yeah.
and it's not because of him. It's because of the powers that the Beast
Yes.
Yeah.
gives him. And it's not.
And-
It's not a true
And
flying.
Daredevil actually tries to do an exorcism.
Yeah, it doesn't work because
Fucking crazy.
he's not possessed. That's just him doing what him.
He
what
he
his
just,
powers.
he just
All right. Don't tell it anymore. You
It's
guys telling
fucking
the
good.
fucking story. Not read the fucking comics for
So
me.
It's still Punisher in this ninja world, dealing with kind of like ninja shit. So it's grounded. It's not
Yes,
total
it's
Flight
very
of
grounded.
Fantasy demon,
No.
angel
No,
demon
no.
Punisher from
No.
years
Anyway.
ago.
No.
He's still
Punisher
kind
War
of-
Journal was the shit. Slim Whitman asks, how do you guys feel about She-Hulk?
the TV show.
I was
Yeah,
so-
imagine.
I only watched the first episode. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I thought it was fine. Just it kind of shitted on itself in the end.
It shadow on itself.
Yeah.
I that
The-
pretty much died and shot itself from the beginning.
I
was a
didn't
little
think it
slow
was that
down.
bad. I kind of enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. It was good. It was fun. It was.
stupid.
It's She-Hulk. It's stupid.
Yeah,
She-Hulk's always been a dumb book.
I hate that it was man bashing from one end to the other.
No, because it's just women fucking talking. It's just like if you had men talking.
Bashing about man.
Ah,
I
right.
mean, like I said, I
Hey,
only
but in its
watched-
defense, you are pretty horrible. Of a man.
Yeah. I
You're a
mean,
pretty horrible man.
if I had to hold you up, and if they said, "Give me an example," I'd be like,
It was a feminist show.
I didn't think that was.
Yeah, watch it.
At all. At all. At all. At all.
It is.
At all.
It is.
It's
It is.
You're being
It was
sensitive.
more like if it's feminist, it's just a general kind of.
If it's a group of men talking,
general girl
what are they
power.
gonna say? Women. If it's a group of women talking, what are they gonna do? Men, because that's the thing that's the
If
problem.
it's men talking, it's gonna be, damn, look at that girl's fat ass.
No, look. The end of the
Yeah,
series-
but a lot of you
the
see,
end
you're
of
young.
tits.
You're young because you're still in that realm of oh, look at that girl's tits. When you're older, you're like, oh,
I
my
said
fucking
ass.
wife, bro. My
I
girlfriend's
do that now,
going,
too.
I like the girls' tits. I like another girl's tits.
Yeah, I know, but it's not just that.
So,
But it's not. There's other things you talk
At
about.
the-
okay, so the
the-
last 2 minutes of this conversation prove exactly why She-Hulk is justified in fucking shitting on stupid toxic
Because he's a sensitive
male
Captain Save-A-Ho.
misogynist
He's gonna
bullshit.
come in. He's just
As
like,
Captain
oh,
Save-A-Ho.
misogynist, and
Yeah.
you guys are just.
Well, we have a
I'm a
company,
sensitive
Save-A-Ho
guy,
guy.
and
He comes from
they have
Save-A-Ho
feelings
guy.
too, guys.
Yeah.
I like them too. Women can do whatever they want.
Let me tell you something about women.
Ladies can do
I'm gonna tell you
whatever.
something
If
about
women
guys.
want to be
Please
men,
don't
they
go
can
See,
be
here it
men
comes.
too.
Here it
Oh my
comes.
God, no.
Here it
It's
comes.
not-
He's up for the wind-up.
You see what you started?
Women,
Why you
I
fucking
started.
not you? I'm talking to the
Women-
guy
Oh, I'm
from the
like,
thing.
what the hell?
women were sent to this world
Oh,
to
no.
serve man. That's it. We are here for
The opinions of John Ayua do not
Yeah,
reflect
that's right.
Goblins Heist or Goblin Heist
If the
subsidiaries
woman
or
wants
other
to be
people
a
on the
man,
show.
she could be a man.
If you're hearing this,
What is a woman?
A woman is a
man, you're really bad now, huh?
We are here to
Jeez,
protect
it's been that
them.
long.
We are here
It's
to
been that
That's
long.
not true. Women
was doing
protect
a re-
men
I
just
was
as much as
doing a
women
reference
protect
to
men.
that.
That's
For
absurd.
that video.
That is not absurd.
Let me tell you
That
something.
guy.
A woman protecting me is like saying that she's gonna beat me up.
Well, you're a big dude.
Nobody's
Like,
gonna protect me.
a little Johnny
contact with
protects
Queen
him
Latifah?
himself.
Another big guy.
I still think Queen Latifah can kick your ass.
No
Oh,
way.
absolutely.
I was-
Absolutely.
I want to challenge Queen Latifah right now.
I
She's gonna
think
kick your
she
ass.
will kick your
Dude,
ass.
I think you would have another heart attack.
I know that Queen Latifah had that
But
TV
for landing
show
the first
where she
blow on
runs
her.
around and wrestles guys on the floor.
Equalizer.
I would like to challenge, take this moment,
Queen Latifah.
and challenge Queen Latifah
You will
to a
lose.
wrestling match.
You will lose. And I
What,
feel
3
like you're
pins,
gonna
like
try to
pinned
fuck.
down?
No, one pin down. She just hasn't pinned me down one time. But I get to pin her down one time too.
This is how rape starts.
Man, I want to fucking see that.
And no, I will totally respect her. I will not do anything wrong. I will respect Queen
Okay,
Latifah as
No
a
hitting the
woman.
little belt.
Look, given that we can't get Queen Latifah here,
But
we
Queen
You never know, man. Power of the internet, guys.
Queen
is there
Latifah
a customer at
could never
Goblins
take me
Heist?
out.
Is there a customer at Goblins Heist who roughly matches Queen Latifah's general build and body type that we can have this man fight?
Little John.
Male or female?
Female.
Well,
Oh.
there was that one
No.
tranny that used to come around here.
Nah, that doesn't count.
No, that
See,
tranny
I'll
can
be a
take him
real
out.
woman.
She's that tranny's a fucking cop. What are you talking about?
No, not that one. Remember the one that had the curly hair and the giant calves?
Anyway,
He works
sometimes
at
I'm glad.
He works at Corcas now.
Uh,
That guy.
no, the one I'm talking about. No,
Bianca. Not Bianca.
Whatever.
Diana. You know
Tune
that
in next week for more tranny talk and seeing if Queen
Queen
Latifah.
Latifah's ass.
You will lose.
We'll be back Tuesday with more stuff as always, with comics and
Oh,
everything.
Star Wars Minute. Andor is alright, I guess.
Everyone's liking it. I actually had 2 people come up to me this week and be like, "Have you been watching Andor?" And I only watched the. Who were
Next
we watching?
Thursday, we'll do a Star Wars minute. We'll review that.
Next Thursday will be a Star Wars minute.
Hey, I was been on
Nobody
a TV
on the
show
box.
for 3 weeks.
Ah, there you go.
That was nice.
So,
But that was Queen Latifah.
all right.
Somebody saw that.
Queen Latifah, if you're out there, please come and kick John's ass.
I'll record.
Hey,
We'll
John,
record it.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, we're not. We're saying you can kick his ass. Don't beat us up. Beat John up. So it would be hilarious if you got your ass kicked in the parking lot by Queen Latifah. I mean, that's like something I gotta tell the people. Like, dude, Queen Latifah's kicking little John's ass in the parking lot. Running to knock it out. Queen Latifah's knocking it out. So tune in next week. Queen Latifah's kicking the fuck out of little John in the parking lot. Oh yeah.
Bunker, guys.